Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm trying to eliminate that little sun ray back there, although that sun ray is what we need. This is what a real neg needs. Now, good morning, y'all. Let me introduce myself. My name is, what is my name? My name is Negative Nancy. Okay. Let's start by saying I used to be a negative Nancy. And let me tell you, that's something that is very difficult to actually come out of. Why am I in my head cap and just not made up and all of that? Why? Because that was my excuse for not getting started. Oh, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. I cannot go on here and help all of these other people until everything is perfect. Well, I learned something very important. Perfect is not a thing. It is not a thing. Nobody is perfect. We know this. If you have a pretty well rounded upbringing, then we know that nobody is perfect, right? So it took me years to get this going. Years, guys. I mean, I am now in premenopause. And I've been wanting to share this message for a long time. For a long time. Why have I been wanting to share this message? Because it is super important that we stay positive all day long, every day. Something is coming against you. Something. You can be having the best time of your life, and something is going to happen in the universe to kind of shake things up a little bit. And when I say shake things up a little bit, that's exactly what I mean, guys. A little bit. If it's not shaking your entire day, then it's not worth dwelling on. Okay. Come with me, guys. I am just on my normal morning and I'm making myself some lemon water. Okay. I'm making myself some lemon water. This is a small thing to do, making lemon water. That's nothing, right? But you got to drink it, right, guys? You got to drink the lemon water for the benefits. So that is what I'm here for. I am here to share some valuable information with you. And forgive me for moving things around while I'm on the screen. I found it more important for me to get started than for things to be perfect when I got started. Because again, it took a long time for me to get on here because I didn't think that things were perfect. I didn't think that things were perfect enough. Okay. So, therefore, in the meantime of thinking that things were not perfect enough, I left a lot of people hanging. And I realized that people that don't even know me, people that I don't even know. I left a lot of people hanging because one thing that I noticed, y'all, and I hate to keep, well, I don't like, excuse the word hate, because I don't hate anything. As a negative Nancy, I used to hate a lot of things. I just don't like some things now. Um, what I don't like is being in the mind space that everything has to be perfect. Okay. You know what, it's more realistic that you make things right than for things to be perfect. If something doesn't shake your entire day, it's not worth dwelling on. Can I say that again? If something doesn't shake your entire day, which by description for me is losing someone special, losing something special, losing permanently, okay? Those are the only times that I feel like something has shaken my whole day, is if I lose something that's really valuable. Now, in the meantime, let's talk about our heads, okay? We need to keep our heads. Sometimes we lose our heads. It's not worth it. Don't sweat the small stuff, guys. We cannot sweat the small stuff. We have got to move past the little things in order to get to the bigger things. I'm here to help you guys because I know the need for it. I was starting to say that I don't like to put everything on COVID. COVID was this huge thing. Now, COVID shook some things, right? COVID shook some things. And it got a lot of things out of order. Some people it helped, some people it didn't help. Hey, listen, my take on it is this. If you didn't figure it out through COVID, after COVID, you really need to start doing the work. This show is about doing the work, as hard as it may be, because baby, it is not easy. When you have become a negative Nancy, you have been through some stuff. You've been through some stuff. For you to become a negative Nancy, you have been through some stuff, because no way did you only go through one little small thing, one little thing that made you say, I'm over it. I'm over life. I'm over all of this. No way was it just one little thing, because we are more resilient than that. We are way more resilient than that. Again, guys, excuse me for my cap. I felt that it was more important for me to get on here and share what God had on my heart than to get perfect and lose the zeal before I get on here. Okay. I felt like it was more important for me to get on here and share this word that God has given me. Okay. I just did. So let's talk about common and normal. Okay. Common and normal. Those are words that people intertwine. They use them incorrectly. Normal and common. Let's talk about it, guys. I'm going to continue to make my lemon water. As I said before, I washed off my lemons and everything, and now I'm just cutting them up to put in my water. Listen, let's talk about normal. No, common. No, normal. No, common. Which one is which, okay? Normal is something that falls in the lines of things. Should I have gotten my dictionary before I did this? Should I have gotten my dictionary before I decided to do this? Let me tell you what Google says. Okay, let's go to Google, because Google is my BFF. Okay, when it comes to finding out what I need to know. Okay, during my biggest or my lowest points in being a negative Nancy, I had to start using my phone a lot. So let's see what normal means. Normal, conforming. The first definition is conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected, conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected. Usual, average, or typical state or condition. Now let's go and see what common means. Because I'm not giving you my opinion, I'm giving you wisdom. Okay, my opinion is going to come when it comes to talk about the negative Nancy. Okay, that's when my opinion will come in more. Common, occurring, found, or done often. Prevalent, salt and pepper are the two most common seasonings. They're more common. It's more likely to be used. It's common. It doesn't make it normal. It just means that it's common. Okay? Normal and common are two different things. That's our topic today. Being a negative Nancy is not normal, but it is common. Okay? That is my example for the difference between normal and common. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Comment below if you get my point and what I'm saying about today's lesson. The difference between normal and common. There is a difference. It is not normal to be a negative Nancy, although it is common. Why is it common? Because there are a lot of things that happens in one's life that can cause them to be a negative Nancy. It's not normal to become a negative Nancy, but it's common. What does it mean to be a negative Nancy? Let's talk about that for just a few minutes. Someone who is negative about everything. They can take a positive situation and turn it into negative. They can take a solution and make it a problem. Okay? They can take a bright moment and kill it, or make it no longer bright. So we have to be careful about how we let things penetrate us. We can't let things penetrate us. And it becomes a habit. See, being a negative Nancy has become a habit, which is normal for people to build habits. That is normal. Common, it's common to see a negative Nancy, but it's not normal to be a negative Nancy. I'm going to finish making my lemon water, y'all, but I got to come in close. That ray of sun, this ray of sun up here, is the brightest part of my day so far. Okay? Why? Because that is confirmation that the good Lord woke me up this morning. Why did he wake me up? Why did he wake me up? Was it just to do the regular things that we do all the time? Was it just the regular things that we do all the time? No. It is to make this day different, make it better, make it brighter. Thank you. Thank you, Creator, for giving me another chance. Because, boy, have I taken my days in the past and kind of jumbled them up. It is time for my neg community And that is what this is. If you have the tendency to be a negative Nancy, if you know people who are a negative Nancy, if you live with someone who is a negative Nancy, you need to tune in to this podcast regularly, because I'm going to share with you how this thing is going to work. It seems like nothing is going to work because remember, they will take a solution and make it a problem. I know what it is. I have the cheat code, y'all. It's time to get up out of negativity and dive into positivity. It is not too late. Women of a particular age, okay, like myself, it's not too late. Let's get up. Let's get going. Get your lemon water going. Get your ACV going, your apple cider vinegar. I don't have the recipe for you to lose weight. I mean, I see this stuff on social media all the time. That is what I go by. I encourage you to get a little tidbit here and there from people who can share, people who have a testimony, people who really did it. I encourage you to do that. Negative Nancy is here to help you get out of the rut of being negative. Get out of that rut. Let's go, guys. Turn that frown into a smile. Turn that frown into a smile. Turn that negative thought into a positive thought. Turn that negative thing into a positive thing. You're in control. A lot of people say God is in control. You are more in control of your day than God is because you're the one making the moves. Okay? God gives us options. Well, the universe gives us options and things go accordingly. We must remember that. The universe gives us options and we must move accordingly. Let's go, negative Nancy's. It is over now. In case you didn't know, being a negative Nancy is a part of the past. Okay? It is a part of your past. We're not claiming it. We're moving forward. It's time now, guys. I don't know how ready you are, but I am ready. For me to be standing right here, right now, I'm ready. Because again, if you were here in the beginning, it took years for me to get here to where I'm sharing with you about my experience as being a negative Nancy. You don't ever have to come on here and put that label on yourself, but you know who you are. You know who you are. You get up with these great thoughts, and then before you know it, you're back in the rut. It can take only 5 seconds. It's sad, but it's true. Come on, guys. I'm going to tap in a little bit later. I'm going to get my water and my lemon water together. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you be here with me while I do this because it's the little things that can help keep a person going. Let me grab my Yeti. Oh, I'm going to use my Starbucks cup today. For some reason, that Yeti is pretty heavy. Now, is that a negative Nancy approach or what? Well, if you have options, baby, choose something else. I'm going to put my lemon slices. Sometimes I put it under the ice because I kind of like, it's like blanching my lemons. Anything I can do to make me feel like I'm really doing something better for myself, when it actually is better. I just do it. I'm going to pour this water in here with this ice and lemons. Shake it up a little bit. Now, I'm 20 minutes in on this live. And I made a vow that my lives would not be longer than about 15 minutes and hopefully not longer than 10, because I don't want to consume your day with talking to you. I want you to put this stuff in action. I want to give you the rest of your day to put this stuff in action. So I'm going to come on early. Tell me down below what the best time you think it is I should come on. God has given me some time to actually maneuver and make a schedule for this project that I'm doing. I call this a project because it's important to me, okay? If it's a project, it's important, right? So, guys, listen. Take a sip of your lemon water. This is my first drink of the morning, and it is so good. Now, one thing I've learned from my people that I look at on social media and stuff is that water is your great drink for the morning, but adding a little lemon is like zest. I'm obsessed with the color yellow. Why am I obsessed with the color yellow? It's so bright, it's so lively. And let's look at this. Here's a fruit bowl, okay? A fruit bowl, just a regular old fruit bowl. There's no lemons in there. But when I add that lemon, it really does add some greatness to it. Just the color yellow. It's not the only beautiful color. Listen, listen, next. Yellow is not the only beautiful color. Find your beauty, whatever's beautiful to you, when it's really beautiful. Okay? Let's take the negative out of our worlds, put the positive into our worlds. Today is March 18th, 2024. Okay? My very first live podcast. I think I did one other day, but it was like a trial run. So I don't know. I mean, but this is my really first live podcast where I am on here talking to you. Guys, let's make this thing great. Okay. Now, that is a call from one of my good friends. Okay. We start our day out by talking to each other. We try to lift each other up. That's what we need to, whatever we can do to make this thing better, okay? Listen, I know that this hasn't been a power packed live, but baby, moving forward, these lives are going to be power packed. I've been spending months and months and months of doing this, months and months of doing this, organizing, getting my stuff together, trying to get it right. Remember, it took years for me to actually get up here and do this. I'm trying to make it worth your while. I don't want to bring any junk. Okay. Now, comment below what time is a good time for me to help you start your day. I'm going to be here for you. It's important, guys. Most negs have a family, they have some other people that depend on them. And guess what happens? We create negs if we're not careful. That ain't what we trying to do. That is not what we're trying to do. We got to do better. Trust me, because I have experience and I'm willing to share because I care. Let's go. Meet me back here. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for your time this morning. Peace out.